Okay, here I am. Well, I thought my screen was blurry, but it's not. It's just the lighting in here. So, I tried cleaning the screen, and it's not that. I just got bad lighting, which is good. Good for me today. I had a good day. I got to watch my granddaughter, Hadley, while her mom went to a doctor's appointment. So, I got to cuddle with her all day. She slept. She was good. Thank you, God. She can be a fuzzy baby. I love her so much. But I'm glad Mima did not have to deal with no fuzziness. Alright, so in the meantime, I had a visitor stop by the camper, which I'm pretty excited about. And I've mentioned him before, but that's all. Anyway, my gentleman friend, literally friend, I'm just saying he's really a gentleman. That Mike one, I think I mentioned him in a previous video. Anyway, he stopped by just like randomly, and of course I looked like this. No makeup, no. My hair, at least I have my hair thrown up in a barrette right now. It was like Medusa when he was here. It was just like, wow, all over the place. But I'm like, you want to stop by and see me, I guess. Enter at your own risk. He did. Anyway, he came in, and anyway, we had a very nice long visit and got to talk for quite a while. I was holding the baby, but anyway, it was really nice, and he brought me a Christmas gift. And I'm pretty excited about that because, as we all know, as a single person in general, and somebody who's all your kids are grown, and, well, we don't give gifts anymore. And that's okay. I don't need gifts. I don't need gifts at all because I prefer to give than to get. I get more joy out of receiving. Never mind. Ooh, almost said something different. I almost said something about somebody, but I won't say that. Okay. Anyway, I get more pleasure and joy out of giving than receiving. That is how it's supposed to be. A person that truly is not as selfish. I'm trying to be careful here. Somebody who is not self-centered and selfish will truly understand the idea of giving over getting. I would rather give. I cannot even tell you that giving to people, buying for my kids, buying for my grandkids, buying for other people, buying for random people, just doing nice things. That's my thing. That's my gift. I love to give. And I get way more joy out of giving than receiving. In fact, sometimes it's hard for me to receive because I just like, no, don't, that's just me. But unless you truly experience the joy and understand the joy of giving more than receiving, you don't truly understand joy. And you don't understand deep inner joy and peace. Okay. I don't even, you know what? I'm not a counselor, so I'm not good with words. I'm not good with words at all. But you get what I'm saying. All right. Either way, as single people, I don't know, maybe the rest of you out there are lucky and married, or maybe unluckily married. Anyway, I'm single, and, my kids usually, I usually get a little trinket from them each year, which I appreciate so much. And I even tell them, you don't even have to do that. I don't want anything. I'd rather they spent the money on my grandkids. Save the money for my grandkids. I don't need anything. I'm happy. I'm content. I don't need anything. I just want time with my kids and grandkids. That's all I want is time. Anyway, I just ate half a peanut butter sandwich. I used whole nut grain breads because there's like 7 grams of protein in that bread with peanut butter. And I had that and a cheese stick. So, you know how you like, those of you that had the surgery, it's like, okay, I can't talk. I can't talk because you keep having to go. I mean, it's in my stomach, but I'm just feel so full like I can't talk. So if I sound funny, well, how's that any different than any other day? Okay. Yeah. So, and you know, when you get older too, I mean, my parents are alive, but you know, you stop getting gifts at some point in time. I mean, I don't usually get Christmas gifts that much really from parents or anything. I mean, and I don't need them and want them, although my stepdad, Bill, he spoils me rotten. He does. I mean, he buys me stuff all the time. Just random stuff all the time. And I do kind of like that, actually. Because it makes me feel special. It's not about the items. He makes me feel special. And so does my mom. Anyway, and my dad, one of my dads, my dad that raised me, you know, he is at a point, I mean, all the money, I mean, he gifts my kids and my grandkids and blesses them beyond belief. So I love that. And of course, so does my mom and Bill. They buy and buy and buy for all the great grandkids. Like, oh my golly, it's a good thing we're not in a contest. Anyway, everybody takes care of my kids and grandkids. So they are overloaded with gifts, and that makes me happy. I'd rather see them get things. I know, I'm getting to a point. I really am. Just hang in there. Okay, well anyway. So yes, my dad that raised me, he spoils my kids, his grandkids, and great-grandkids rotten. And I love that. I'd rather have that any day. But yes, as a single person, usually we don't get nothing. I mean, we just don't. That's okay. Unless you're one of those greedy people that think you should be getting stuff all the time. We don't get things. So, when you do get something, like a gift, like I got a Christmas gift, and it's only, I don't know, I want to say it's December 5th. I may be wrong. It may be 6th, 7th, 8th. I don't know. Don't care. Either way, it's before Christmas, okay? So, when we get a gift, I'm all around, but I just don't know how to handle it. I'm pretty excited. I have to admit, I'm very excited. And Mike dropped by, and he brought me an early Christmas gift. And I think that was the sweetest thing ever. Not just the gifts. It was about the fact that he took the time for me and to show me that, you know, well, he took the time out of his day to bring me something special and to show me I was special to him in whatever way. Either way, we're not in a relationship or anything, but you know, we're special. We're good friends. Am I having sex with him? No. Oh, I shouldn't say that. But no, I'm not having sex with nobody right now. But we're just special friends. He's just a really good guy. Anyway, but yes, he stopped by and it made me feel so special because somebody thought of me. Anyway, I wasn't wearing this when he came by. Like I said, I don't know. If he comes back again after having to see me the way he's seen me today, which is pretty much what you're seeing, other than my hair was all over the place. If he comes back again, he's a keeper. That's right. He's a keeper. All right. But I wasn't wearing this. I was wearing, I'll just show you. I was wearing my handy dandy camo soft pants. And I was actually in a really ugly gray tank top because it was hot in this camper. Now it's not so hot, but whatever. All right. But I'm not cold either. I'm just right. So, I looked bad. All right. Oh, shut up. Just let's get to the point. So, he got me this. All right. I did put I took my tank top off and at least put a t-shirt on underneath. It's actually, he bought it for me, so, because he listens. He heard me, apparently at some time, because I said I have a blanket, I said fetish, but that isn't what it is. I have this love for blankets. I cannot get enough blankets, pillows, shoes, purses, jewelry, whatever. But my two favorite things in the world to receive, if I'm going to get something, is blankets and coffee cups. No, coffee mugs. Special coffee mugs. Not a coffee ceramic mug. I like travel mugs. Like my Cowboys one or my Yeti. Or, I mean, whatever. I have this thing for coffee cups and blankets. There you go. If anybody ever watches. Alright. I just got done saying I don't like to receive. But if you want to, there you go. So, this is a blanket. It is actually a beautiful blanket. But it does have the two little holes on the side to stick my hands out. What else would you do with the little holes? Oh, okay, don't answer. Anyway, I'm pretty excited about my new blanket. And he listened to me because he's like, well, this is for your trip when you go north for Christmas to spend time with your family. You can take it with you and cuddle up and stay warm. And, of course, then I can think of him. So, I am ecstatic. And it's beautiful. See, it's got the pretty fringe. Anyway. And he brought it, of course, he decorated. He's got a beautiful bag. And for a guy, he does good. He even had all the fancy little tissue stuff in there in 2 different colors. And the bag's pretty fancy. And he has good taste. He's always had very good taste. I like that. I like that. Because this is why I only buy for myself, too. Because I have really picky taste, kind of. Okay. Anyway, that. And he brought me a snow globe. How cool is that? 2016. Anyway, I don't need to show you what a snow globe does, but I'm going to because I want to see the snowfall. Anyway, I love it. It's beautimous. And I think, I don't know, is this the song that was playing the other day when I had that stupid bonus clip to the end of YouTube video number 14? I think this is a song that was playing in the background. Anyway, I love this song. It's beautiful. Okay. I can't just sit here and listen to this because that would just bore you guys. But anyway, thank you, Mike. That was so incredibly sweet. I got a Christmas gift this year and I'm pretty excited about it. All right. I did all my Christmas. Oh, when you set it down, it shuts up. Oh, okay. I did all my Christmas shopping. I already have it all done. I went over to my daughter's yesterday and the day before. And I packed everything up. And I got everything sitting under her tree to take with me to North Dakota for Christmas. So, I'm completely done. I have some last minute, just little tiny things for, you got those extra people, the little ones here and there that you need to grab something for. I haven't got that stuff done yet. But overall, I'm done Christmas shopping. So that's good. Okay. With this video, I've got to start renaming them something different. Because this really doesn't have much to do with a lighter me anymore. This is just me talking because I need to hear some voices in my camper. And I'm the only one here. So I guess if I want to have a conversation with somebody, I guess it's got to be me. I can see myself when I talk in the phone. And I just feel like I'm having a conversation with somebody. Alright, you can check me into the Looney House now. Alright, so I had to tell you that. That was so sweet. Thank you, Mike. Not that he's ever going to watch these. I hope not. Then I won't ever see him again because he'll see I really am a fruitcake. But I did have a long discussion with him about schooling. Because I told him, I was like, I hate it. 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 And I talked to him about all the reasons why I hate it. And he understood. And I told him I think I'm going to take this next term off. We'll see. So I can reevaluate what exactly it is I really want to do. Do I want to get my master's? Do I want to get my master's in counseling? Or do I want to get my master's in something different that I might like more? So, anyway, he listened to me and he listened to me and he understands completely. So, I was afraid that he'd be disappointed in me because I wanted to take a term off. Because like I said, he teaches college classes. I don't know, he's a professor. He's whatever. You guys have heard me. Whatever. Anyway, so he's got several master's degrees or doctorates or I don't freaking know. I was afraid he'd be disappointed in me because I want to take a term off and I'm not for sure this is for me. But instead, he was just like, you need to step back and think about what you really want. And he did not he didn't act disappointed or discouraged. So that made me feel good. That made me feel good. But you know what? I'm not a quitter. So I am finishing, like I said, I'm finishing this class. Hopefully get the rest, well, this week's homework done. Hopefully tonight. And you know what? I'm at least going to get that paper that says I completed the class. Hopefully with an A. And then I'm going to show the world. See? I'm not a quitter. I stuck this class out that I hated with a passion. And I stuck it out and I got an A. So, it's not that I can't do it. I just don't want to. So, hopefully I get an A or a B. That doesn't really matter, but whatever. Okay. I've got to talk about something with a lighter meat because then, I mean, I've always got something going on, but I always forget things to tell you guys. And then when I get on here, I just ramble, and then I'm like, oh, afterwards, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell them this and that. And I do have a lot of things to talk about in regards to weight loss. I just get to talk and forget it all. I'm sorry. So, one thing is, right before I came and sat down to make this video, I weighed myself. And I made a video, I don't know, what, 3 or 4 or 5 days ago? I don't know. Okay? You guys know I don't know my dates. You guys know I don't keep track of days. But whatever. I weighed myself and I'm down 2 more pounds. So, last time I talked to you, which was a few days ago, I was at 214. I'm at 212 today. Okay, I'm a pretty happy girl. So, I don't know. Everybody's weight loss is different depending on how big you were, you know, your size, your BMI, all that good stuff to begin with. Mine has been very slow, but it doesn't matter because it's still going down, which is the idea, and it's not going up like it was for the last 3 years. Anyway, yeah, so I've lost 2 more pounds. I have figured it up, obviously, and I am losing approximately 2 pounds a week, no matter what. Just every week I can expect to lose 2 pounds. So it kind of, you know, helps me gauge things a little better as to where I might be when. Either way, by summertime, I'll be fitting into my summer clothes. That's all that really matters. So, yeah. So I've lost 2 more pounds. And so here's the bad thing. I've kind of haven't had time to eat today because I was taking care of a baby and then I seen Mike and just that little bit I ate is not enough. I don't have no brain food. So, okay. I can't use that as an excuse for my not thinking right and my behavior. I have way too many other videos out there to prove that I don't think correctly ever. So I can't blame it on lack of food, head food for, you know, thinking. But if I can get away with it, I'm going to try. All right. So yes, continually still going down. So my whole goal when I went in to originally have the surgery, which was October 12th, my hair, jeez. My goal overall was I just, you know what? Like I said, I was at 242. All I wanted for Christmas is to be at 200. So that was my ultimate goal, is I just want to be at 200 pounds by Christmas time. That was just a personal goal I set for myself, and I thought, not that I was going to, I was just hoping that that's what would happen. And I haven't been trying. Clearly, we don't have to really try, but I think I'm going to hit that, because it's only December, what did I say, maybe 5th? So I think by around Christmas time, I will be right around the 200 mark, which was my original hope for my weight loss. I mean, it's not like it was a goal. It was just like, it sure would be nice if I was like at 200 around Christmas. That would be like ideal. But then it just like, I know it's only been like less than 2 months, but it just seems like time has drug on and on and on. And at 2 pounds a week, it seems really slow, but overall, I'm right on track, because my goal when I had the surgery, thinking the weight was just going to like, bam, fall right off, which it is, all I kept thinking is, I hope I'm at 200 by Christmas. I think I'm going to be. So, yay for me. There, that's my Christmas gift. See, I bought myself my Christmas gift this year. I bought myself my birthday, my Christmas, and all the other holidays in the year. I bought myself just weight loss surgery. I don't need nothing else. Nope. I'm feeling pretty good. If this is the only thing I get for the rest of my life, well, this is giving me back my life. So, yay for me. All right. One of the things I was going to say, CPAP. I was thinking about this last night. Remember how in the beginning they tell you to bring your CPAP with you? Bring that CPAP. It's in all their paperwork. It's in everything. Bring the CPAP. Don't forget your CPAP. Because if you forget your CPAP, they're going to charge you like an extra $50 to $100 a night in the hospital to use theirs. So bring your own CPAP. So I brought my own CPAP, right? Okay. Well, then when I get there, I already told you I ended up having to set it up myself the first night after surgery, but whatever. And then after that, then the doctor came in. I did use it the first 2 nights, but the doctor came in and he's seen my CPAP up on the thing, and he's like, no CPAP, no more, no more. You don't need it. Okay. Anyway, and he's like, have you been using it? I'm like, yeah, you guys told me to bring it and that I needed to set up and use it, right? Anyway, he's like, no, you don't use CPAP no more. No, he's like, you shouldn't have been using it. Well, I guess, it kind of makes sense. I thought about it. And what did I say is one of the biggest things after surgery, besides blood clots? One of the biggest problems is brain fart. Pneumonia. Okay. Pneumonia. And they don't want us to get pneumonia, which is why we have that breathing machine. Okay. I just don't think sometimes. But then I catch myself. I'm like, why did you do that? Okay. That breathing mechanism they brought us in. So we're breathing in that to get all that air and the anesthesia and everything out of our lungs so we don't end up with pneumonia. So I knew I'd get it out there. All right. So it makes sense. Why would you turn around and start using, unless you seriously had to have it. why would you use your breathing machine right after surgery when you're already fighting to get all the bad air out of your lungs and moisture or anesthesia? You probably don't want to be using your CPAP because, I mean, if yours is like mine, it has a humidifier on it. So I have the humidifier clear full, and of course, what's it doing? It's pumping all that moisture into my lungs and helping me breathe better. Great. That's awesome. That's one of my favorite things about it, is that I, am constantly getting fresh, moist air. So I'm not sitting there with my mouth all dry and disgusting in the middle of the night, unless you're running a real humidifier. All right. So I like that about the CPAP. Well, anyway, yeah, I can see why he was like, don't use it. Don't use it. You shouldn't have been using it after surgery. He's like, no. Well, it makes sense. You're just putting moisture into your lungs, which is what starts pneumonia. Isn't that? I don't know if it starts pneumonia, but I do know when you're trying to get rid of pneumonia, the whole idea is to get the fluid out of your lungs, right? So, I don't know. See, I really know nothing. I need to put a disclaimer on here on all my videos saying I am not a doctor. Because I sure have a lot of doctoral advice when I don't know nothing. But I do know my doctor told me, no, you shouldn't have been using it. And I'm sitting there thinking, so why did I bring it? Why did I bring it? Because that was just one extra thing I had to tote all over the place with me. And especially on the trip home when I didn't want to tote anything. And I was just one extra bag I'm toting with me with all my CPAP stuff. So, I don't know. Ask your doctor. Not the nurses, because they're going to be like, well, yeah, bring your CPAP. But maybe whatever doctor, like I said, I had Curel. Maybe Ortiz is different. But ask him personally if you need to bring your CPAP. Because you might not need to. All right. So, obviously, since I've come home, I was going to continue to use it because it's not like I just went from obese to not obese overnight. I still needed it, right? But I ain't used it since I was in the hospital in Mexico. I have not used it since. And I am sleeping great. And of course now I am down 30 pounds. So I really don't need it anyway. Now, but I don't know. Maybe I did the first month I came home. Heck, I don't know. But either way, I haven't used it since I left Mexico. And I'm sleeping like a baby. And I am having plenty of energy throughout the day. Lots of energy. And and since I've started drinking that 1 cup of coffee every morning, my coffee, I feel like I'm on a crack high all day. And I don't know what that feels like in general. I don't do drugs. I've never tried that stuff. Just another little thing. But if I knew what crack felt like, I would assume, that, I don't know. I just know my coffee keeps me going all day long. Either that or it's the weight loss and I have more energy. But I sure have a lot of energy to burn now. I think it's the weight loss, but either way, that's good. Okay, so there's your tip on the CPAP. You may not need it. Ask your doctor first. Don't tote the thing because you may not need it. Why add extra luggage that you don't need? Okay, so yeah, have not used that since. There was something else I was going to tell you, but you know what? Instead of me sitting here trying to think about it, because I do feel sorry for you guys. I really do. So I am going to take a brief break until it comes to mind what I was going to say. And then I'll pop back on. And we'll save you guys having to see all the smoke come out of my ears and my head while I'm trying to remember it. All right. Be right back. I remembered. It took me probably 5 minutes, too, to remember, because my head went down like 3 rabbit holes before it got there. Thank goodness you didn't have to hear those thoughts. Okay. Before I forget it, because it will happen. Some of the little things. Here's the couple of the little things that has been exciting for me in my weight loss, because these are about weight loss. I need to start just making these about weight loss only, or a lighter meaning like they're supposed to be. And then, you know what, if I'm going to make stupid videos of just rambling on, I need to just start renaming them something different, like Babble. I don't know. Okay, before I forget my thought. All right. Here was my first exciting moment over the last 7 weeks since surgery. My first exciting event that happened was I was sitting at my psychologist's office. Never been thinking. Oh my gosh. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Okay. Anyway. Darn phone calls. I mean, come on. Can't they see I'm making a video? What are they doing using a phone to call me on? It's not a phone right now. It's a video camera. Okay. So, before I lose it, yes, my first little thing is when I was sitting in my psychologist's office and I just simply reached up and crossed my legs, and my legs were like, which you can't see, but I was able to cross my legs. And I've seen a lot of you post it on, a Lighter Me Facebook page. How exciting that is the first time you do that and you don't even really realize it. And because before it was always like I'd cross my legs, but it was like this. Because that was all the further I could cross my legs because my legs were too fat. Well, now it's like I can literally cross my legs, like skinny cross my legs to where your feet can almost touch. So when I go places, I can cross my legs now. That sounds bad. Okay. That's a pretty exciting thing, though. When you can actually cross your legs for the first time and it doesn't feel like, I don't need to explain it to you guys. You know what it feels like when you can't cross your legs all of a sudden because you gained too much weight and your legs just don't cross. And if they do, your foot is like, basically you got to sit like a dude does because it's the only way you can cross your legs. Well, it feels nice when you can cross your legs like a lady's supposed to once again. So that was my first pretty exciting moment. All right. My second exciting moment, which I've noticed over the last, I don't know. See, here I go trying to think and use dates and times again. Whatever. Just take everything as an approximate with me, okay? Anyway, was probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, but I know definitely since I've got the recliner in here. Okay, there, we'll say that. Since I got this last week put in here, and because I'm able to sit in it, and I sit in it a lot of the time, I noticed it more. But it's the things that I've done my whole life that I wasn't able to do anymore when I gained all that weight. And it's the little things like, I mean, I'm using this to hide, well, because it's beautiful and cozy, but I'm also using it to hide me because I look like a total scrag today. Poor Mike. All right, I don't care. We're taking that off because we're going to simplify things. That way I can sleep with it. All right. Yes, I know. Bison. That's all I'm going to tell you. See, I shouldn't even do that because somebody's going to stalk me down someday. Somebody's going to find me and kill me because I gave out too much information. And after working in a prison for 3 years, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing at all. Anyway, if we all got to die sometime. So if somebody comes, kills me, it is what it is. Okay. All right, second favorite thing And you're not going to really be able to see this either. But you know what I'm talking about if you've already experienced it and you're there. But the little things that I've always done my whole life and that I couldn't do, like curl up, okay? And I can sit there. Okay, it's not looking so good. And of course, whatever. All right, this is not a good example. But I've always sat in a chair with my legs curled up around me like this. You know, or do little things. I mean, you know, just sitting here or whatever, okay? I like to curl up and I like to sit in a chair like this. Wow. These pants make my legs look really huge right now. But anyway, I can do that again. Granted, in these clothes I can't really because there's too much fluff and poofiness to them other than the t-shirt, but it's just like 5 sizes too big. Because I stole it from my ex. Because he stole mine. So, anyway. So the shirt's like 5 sizes too big. And the pants are big and clumpy. And they're pajama pants. So, whatever. But yes, that was an amazing thing. I no longer have to just sit in a chair like this. Or use the footrest. Sorry. Sorry. Alright. I can now sit curled up in my chair with my legs pulled all up like I've always done my whole life. And I didn't realize how much I missed that until I got it back. So, that's a pretty amazing feeling. Just being able to curl up in a ball again in my chair and have your hands wrapped around your knees and totally feel not pressure from your fat trying to explode everywhere. Like a can of biscuits. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. You know, before weight loss, when we get big enough and all of a sudden we can't do that. I mean, if I had 242, if I had tried to sit in the chair like, well, no, I did try to do that. But, you know, you sit there, well, you just can't do it. It's like, whoa, and you just like, okay, I gotta go. I gotta let go. Oh my gosh, you just can't do it anymore. So there you go. That's exciting. Those are the little rewards that I love the most. I'm not too concerned with, I'm not, of course I'm concerned with how I look. We all are. I want to lose weight. I don't want to be some skinny stick. I don't want to, that's not my goal. I just want to be healthy. I've said that before, but everybody also would like to look nice. Yes, I want to lose weight. I want to look good. We all do. But that's not my main focus. I want to be healthy, and it's those little things like that. Those are where the real rewards are. Being able to cross your legs again. Being able to curl up in a chair again. Being able to walk all over the mall for 8 hours and not have your legs be so tired or you're so exhausted you lay down on a bench because you need a nap. So, I mean, and like carrying boxes in and out. I mean, I helped my daughter. We carried boxes. When I went back for Thanksgiving, we cleaned out my entire storage unit. I think I said that before, from front to back, and moved every single thing out and repacked it. And I got a 10 by 30. So it's clear full of all my furniture for my house when I get a new house. But anyway, so it has all my personal belongings. So anyway, it was a lot of work. I could not have done that before. There is no way in hell that was going to happen. And the other day, yes, I had help. I had my son and my daughter there, and we all worked together, but I was right there with them, and I'd have never been able to do that before. Now I know someday whenever I decide to be a biggie girl and get a house again and get out of the camper, which that may never happen. I kind of like this on the road stuff. But anyway, if I decide to be a biggie girl and buy a biggie house, it'll be a little tiny house that has maybe 2 bedrooms because I don't want to clean a huge house no more. I did that when my kids were little. Nope. I like to simplify things. The simpler, the better. So, when I buy my small little tiny 2-bedroom country home, hopefully, I will have all my furnishings that I can put in there. And they're organized now. Anyway, and And I will be able to move my stuff myself. I will be able to pack that U-Haul by myself. I will be able to unload that U-Haul by myself. I couldn't have done that. I'd have had to hire somebody before because I could not. My back wouldn't have held up. My knees wouldn't have held up. My breathing wouldn't have held up. I would not have held up. And now I know I can do it. So, it'll be a while before I decide to get a house, though. Besides that, there's another thing. Working in a prison. Okay, some of you might think, well, isn't that a little scary living in a camper then? No. You know why? Because I moved so much, they couldn't keep up with me if they wanted to. And I'm also pretty safe. Okay, I have not been safe on these videos at all. But there ain't none of you that know what campground I'm at. You might know where I'm living, but so do all of them because I work there. Okay? So, and I'm really not too worried about that. But anyway, in a camper, I can move as much as I want. I just move wherever. I mean, you know what? I don't like my neighbors. I don't like this. I don't like that. I just move. If I think I'm being stalked, if I think an inmate is trying to find me, I can move. Again, I can move across country. Move to another state. Okay? So, don't make fun of me in my camper. I'm just kidding. I make fun of me in my camper. But I love it, and I wouldn't change it. All right. So, yeah. And the other thing, okay, and I do get, I would say on average, at least once a week, I will actually have an inmate that has been released since I was working there that will try and friend me or Facebook friend me under a different name. I've got that about every week. And I also have a lot of them try and hide their identity, and a lot of them will just be like, hey, it's me. Guess what? I'm out. I'm a free man. Good for you. No, I really am happy for them. They're free and good for them. But don't come looking for me. Yes, I was friendly and nice because that was my job. And I treated you with respect. Now that you're out, treat me with respect and don't try and hunt me down, okay? Alright. If I run into you at a Walmart, I will stop and say hi. And I will talk to you. But I'm not going to tell you where I live. And no, I'm not going out on a date. Okay? Alright. I just want to make sure that's clear because I'm sure some of you out there might just be watching me. Okay. Alright. Last thing. Being how we're talking about prison. Those of you that have watched Orange is the New Black, I love this show. It's great. It's pretty, you know, I worked in a men's all male prison. So I've never had to work in a female prison, but it's still the same gist other than women are just nastier. Men, no, they're equally manipulative. Let's just say I don't have the experience in the women's prison, but I have enough experience in prison itself to know the overall way things are ran. All right, so Orange is the New Black. We love that. But here is where I have been the last 2 weeks. I've been watching Wentworth on Netflix. You know what? If you guys like Orange is the New Black, watch Wentworth. Wentworth is 10 times better, in my opinion. I had to say everything like it's a fact. Well, it is. For me. All right. Wentworth is 10 times better and more realistic. If you want to see how the system works from administration all the way down, and you want to see the real stuff that goes on behind closed doors that officers don't see, and inmates don't always see all the stuff that's going on with administration, and administration doesn't always see. Well, anyway, no, pretty much like the inmates know everything. They know everything because they have nothing but time to sit there and study you and study you and study you and study the whole place and study everybody. That's all they do. That's all they have time to do. So they know how corrupt the whole system is. Clear to the warden who's the most corrupt. That's a fact. Just saying it. Sorry. All right. Wentworth. If you get bored, get on Netflix and watch Wentworth. Especially if you like prison movies. I liked Prison Break, but that has nothing to do with prison life. That was just a good show. But yeah. Wentworth is better than Orange is the New Black. All right. Don't ask me why I added that in here. But I did. Probably because that's where my head's been. Because I've been watching all 4 seasons of it. And now I'm trying to catch up on season 7 of Pretty Little Liars. In the meantime, my schoolwork is just interrupting that. Oh gosh, 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. A week and a half. Because today is Tuesday. I have class on Thursday, and then I only have one more class. So I got a week and a half of school left. A week and a half of homework and torture and whatever else our instructor can do to torment us. Week and a half left. And I'm done. And then I'm going to go get a job. Not in the prisons. Anyway, okay. So, and yes, I do pay for my own college and everything. I'm not being state assisted here, in case any of you are wondering. And I take out, this is another reason I need to consider what I'm doing in school, because I pay for my own college. I have to take out student loans. I don't get grants or Pell Grants or any of those government grants that are out there. I don't get them. So I'm paying for my own school. And Doan? We're talking close to $1,400 to $1,600 for 3 credit hours. Yeah. So, I need to really think about this before I invest that kind of money into it. And I've got, if I only take 1 class per term, which is what is considered full-time as a grad student, I got 4 years of that. That's a lot of money. That is why I hung in there and finished this class. Because I did not pay $1,400 to quit. All I'm going to get is a piece of paper that has a grade on it. But at least I'm going to have that. And I can show I wasn't a quitter. I finished the class. It's more about I'm cheap and I wasn't about to waste the money after I already paid for the class. But anyway, okay. So, Merry Christmas. It ain't Christmas. Whatever. Okay. So my final, now I'm going to sound like Jerry Springer. So my final thought for the day. Here's the thought for the day. If you're not a giver, you need to think about that. That is where your true joy comes in. And if you don't get joy in giving, and you get more joy in receiving than you do giving, you better check your heart. Because you are missing out. And I'm not saying this to be mean or point fingers at any of you out there. I'm just saying you are truly missing out on the greatest joy there is by not understanding how much better it is to give than receive. So, there's my tip for the day. If you're selfish and like to get, try giving from the heart. See what that does for your soul. Okay? All right. That's a good note to end on. I'm going to do that.